from Tico Lines. So you can see Blackmagic over here.
Tico Line and IBM are not same. IBM.
Different. Yeah. Tico Alliance is a alliance set up to sort of like frontier the whole IP video technology. IABM is a media gathering of everyone and to talk about the latest technology. There's like a support. You can use Ternex Mini for setup like that, or in front of a TV, as well as like I mentioned, rack mount. Yeah. Alright, so besides this, we also have another thing called the Blackmagic microconverter. Yeah, so the microconverter is so small. I have one here. Alright, so it does 3G connection from STI to HDMI, HDMI to SDI. You can fire it up through a power bank with the cable, so you don't need to have electricity. You can just have a power bank, fire it up, that's it. Can do the conversion. Yeah. Of course, if you want to use power, you can use those. You know how you charge your phone? The converter, the USB to mini USB. Charge to fire up the converter. Supports level A, level B. Reclocking compatibility. I talked about reclocking just now. As well as the ability to do HDMI 1.4a. With light and can just put it back on the TV. Right, you can use it as an extender as well. So you can actually have one HDMI to two HDMI. So because there's two SDI coming out, you can actually get it to be a splitter. So you want to have a two HDMI signal going out. Good for projectors as well. Questions?
Yeah, most of the customer, you would like to set, for example, project, for the election, you want to set one video to first floor, you would like to set one to 10 floor for each what the price?
When you talk about VU, we're talking about rack unit. VU as in rack unit.
No, only for TV.
Is
Yes, level, 10 level, maybe one video source, one video play, one video source play ground floor from video, one video play. Each floor we would like to show same message on TV.
use the video hub or the A10. Video hub or A10. Right. I will come to that as well. Yeah. Because I think what you're saying is under this routing and distribution. Yeah. Alright, I'll proceed to capture and playback. Then we'll hit for lunch, okay? How's Singapore food so far? Singapore food. Okay. Okay, capture and playback. So, what's your understanding of capture and playback? You want to capture the video into your editing suite, Resolve, color grading, post-production. So we have a very good set of products that does it, called Ultra Studio. Why is it good? Because when you're using an external product, you won't use so much of the bandwidth of your computer, right? So if everything goes through the computer, you need a very powerful computer. But because Ultra Studio runs on its own, the memory, the speed will not be taken up. So that's why you have a capturing device that comes with it. So most of these products, they use Thunderbolt. So Thunderbolt from the Ultra Studio to the computer, SDI from your camera to the Ultra Studio, so you can get a camera signal into your computer. So that's how it runs. When we talk about Thunderbolt, we talk about the Thunderbolt 3, Thunderbolt 2. When we talk about all this, it's just about the speed. And with the different speed, means you have a different resolution and format that you can actually take. So these are the various softwares that Ultra Studio supports. Of course, with the new softwares that's coming in, most of them will not have the problem of having to do capture and playback with Ultra Studio. So we have a free software called Media Express. If you download desktop video, you will automatically have this software that does capture and playback as well. So the Ultra Studio HD Mini released this year, NAB. It used Thunderbolt 3 connection up to 2K. So once I get, again, you can see that Ultra Studio is a 10X Mini form factor. So you can actually put it in a rack shelf as well. Alright, confidence monitoring. Alright, frame buffer. So what it shows you is when you're capturing the camera to the computer, whether there's any frame loss. So you will know that you won't have drop frames. Alright, 40 gigabytes, gigabits per second capture. Alright, as well as you can do key and fill. So if you have alpha key, you will be able to have RGBA alpha key video 4444 going into the Ultra Studio HD. Let's say if I use this out into the A10 or to another graphics sort of hardware, you can actually set out the alpha key on the bottom, the key, and then the fill on the top, so that it sends out two different signals. You can do graphics. Of course, with the black, you can add in a separate background. Yeah. Something like that. Questions? So most of our products have this thing called RS422. What it does is, through the pin, it has a ability to have connection from a third-party device. So let's say I want to control the Ultra Studio HD Mini from a third party. So I just have them talk to each other. I can actually generate commands, programming commands to the device, and then it sends out the device to change any settings inside. Thunderbolt 3, HDMI, key field.
Yeah, A and B is always A only out field, B only out key or can configure. You mean
It will always be key and field, but if you don't have the RGBA 4444, it will be two output of the same source. So it's like two outputs.
So either they can configure A or B or fix or
Fix.
configure fix or any fix.
Right, the analog video input, right, gen lock, right, as well as balanced, unbalanced analog audio. Ultra Studio 4K, so it does up-down cross conversion. It's a 1RU, supports up to 3D. So you can actually do 3D conversion as well. Just trying to tell you that the confidence monitoring. So the Ultra Studio 4K, same thing, but it uses Thunderbolt 2. Alright. HDMI in and HDMI out. Component video, as well as digital AES audio. So you can see A and B, right? So 3D normally have two signals, the left eye and the right eye. So you just put both of them in, you can configure them to be 3D. You have timecode in as well, and the audio in and out. So good for rack units.
Why do you like to not include reference in not
From the back.
yes, what reference in input already reference in meaning
Good for editing. I can just the signal going in, straight away it come out. So we also have the 4K Extreme. The 4K Extreme uses one Thunderbolt 2 and one Thunderbolt 3 connection. It supports H.265, so you can do 4K H.265 encoding. And of course, uncompressed, XT-Cam, MPEG-2, not a problem. Alright, Thunderbolt 2. Sorry, the Thunderbolt 3 is the Ultra Studio 4K Extreme 3, which is another version. Both of them are Thunderbolt 2. Optical fiber, HDMI. No need. It captures to your computer. So it captures to your computer storage. Time go in, time go out, as well as the audio channels. So you can see from the front, you are able to do XLR audio as well. So sometimes you want to have a commentator, like, you know, those YouTube videos with commentary. Actually put a mic in and then you have your audio going into your video as well. Something like that for editing, color correction. So 4K Extreme 3 is using Thunderbolt 3. So with Thunderbolt 3, you can actually support a higher resolution up to 444 12-bit 4K. So you can see the difference between the Thunderbolt 3 and the USB-C. Always Thunderbolt have a lightning logo on the top. There's always a possibility to convert Thunderbolt 3 to Thunderbolt 2 with an adapter. 2 to 3 cannot. 3 to 2 can. So you can even do up to high dynamic range. Right, so it's 2 Thunderbolt 3 connection. So you can see that the inputs and between the 3 and the non-3 are mostly the same. Similar from the front. So mainly if the customer asks you, it's basically the Thunderbolt 3, Thunderbolt 2, H.265 and HDR. That's the main difference between the two. So we also have a mini recorder to record the SDI signal to the computer using Thunderbolt as well. On the mini monitor as well. So do you know the difference between the recorder and the monitor? So one can do capture, the other can only view. Alright, so you can actually fire it up to the computer. The Thunderbolt is the one that gives the power, so you don't need any power adapter. Alright, so DAC-Link, another of our capture cards. We have a whole range of DAC-Link cards that supports Mac, Windows, and Linux as well. Supporting all the softwares. So the Media Express, as I said, come free. So the DAC-Link also has a mini monitor, as well as a mini recorder. A 4K version, being able to support up to REC 2020. So when you're able to do 4K, it also support HDMI 2.0A. 2.0A. So HDMI 2.0A will be able to do high dynamic range playback. Yeah. With the mini recorder, you are able to record video to your computer. Same thing, HDMI 2.0A. Alright, now comes a more complicated part. There are many different DAC-Links. First is the Duo 2, right? So Duo 2 is 4 independent customizable inputs, right? So you can have 4 3G input going in. With the quad 2, you're able to do 8, that's number 4, 8, 3G SDI into the back.
So we can use 4 input and 4 output.
Yes. 8.
1 input and 7 output. Or something.
So if this is in, yeah, 4 in, 4 out.
I mean 1 input and 7 output
And what? So if you use 1 in, 7 out, no problem. 4 in, 4 out, no problem. 2 in, 6 out, no problem. So we have the DeckLink SDI 4K. So now we're going up one tier, 6G, right? So it supports capture and playback up to 6G. Right. Output 1, input 1. Reference and your RS422. So it supports codec, uncompressed, ProRes. So it's the Studio 4K. S video, AES, HDMI 1.4B. Alright, HDMI or 6G SDI. So with a separate connector, you won't be able to get many other video sources. So then now we have the Ultra Studio 4K3. Now you have the DeckLink 4K3. So it supports 6G, supports HDMI as well. So your HDMI and your 6G SDI in. So it's only channel A and channel B. So if you use channel A, then it will be A out. It's like a loop. So if it's B in, B out. So again, with the breakout cable, can support other video connections. Now one level up is the 4K Pro. Now it's 12G. Right, capture and playback. Again, A and B. So with that, we have the better version, the 12G, with the HDMI and fiber. Yeah. So you'll be able to do 12G in as well as fiber as well. Questions so far?
HDMI can carry 20. 20. HDMI Pro can carry 20 screen.
This one?
What do you mean of the HDMI?
Oh, okay. You can only carry 4K HDMI, but not HDR. So it's 2.0, but not A. So it's HDMI 2.0.
Like input A and B, also output A and B. Cannot like input A, out A and B.
You can go to the software to change. You can go to the software to change. But by default, A to A. You can go to the software to change.
B to B.
Yes. Okay, so we also have the intensity shutter. These are very good for a lot of older video products. like PlayStation, Xbox, DV cam. Yeah. So with the RCA connection, you want to convert that to HDMI.
For the news,
Yeah.
it is for the capture for the news.
Yes. So you can capture the RCA connection and then convert it to HDMI, not a problem.
Also, we use for like Facebook, popular.
Yeah, yeah.
This one.
For gaming, it's very popular. So there's two versions, the USB version and the Thunderbolt version. This is the USB, it's the Thunderbolt version. Everything is the same except for the output from the computer. So there's the USB and then the Thunderbolt out to the computer. Alright, so we also have the Intensity Pro 4K. It's almost like the Intensity Shutter, so it only has HDMI going in so that you can capture in HDMI. So you can have the breakout cable, the RCA connection, and look for your old decks. So the desktop video software can be downloaded from the web. Once you install it, you'll be able to detect and change the settings. The Media Express is free as well. Once you connect, you will be able to select the resolution based on what the product supports. So you can do lock and capture, you can do playback, and you can edit to tape. In the capturing, you will stop, you will create many clips for you. Playback, same thing. You drag the clip inside, you can play it back. Questions?
You saw the compare for the Paradise and Comrata comparison. You have the comparison of Ultra and Deadly comparison. Deadly and Ultra. Ultra. You saw Ultra and Glitter part, Ultra product and Ultra Studio product and then Deadly product and then Instant Shutter. Because customer can ask why, because then it is little cheaper. Also, why you also need Honda also need same.
I don't have a list, but a lot of answers that you can come up from. Like Ultra Studio, I have already said, it uses its own CPU, sort of like memory. It doesn't generate make use of the computer system. So if you have that link, then the DAC link uses your computer system. If your computer is lousy, then you will capture lousy as well. So that's the big difference. Yeah. So it's all about getting this. My computer don't need to be so good, or I don't get this, I get a DAC link. My computer is very good. Like maybe, I don't know, a lot of memory, a lot of disk space. Yeah, so that's a big difference. Alright, with that, then we break for lunch. So we'll continue after lunch. Lexton want to join us for lunch, so I'll message him.
After that, you can show me complete the output for the reading. I want to have a formula for output for it. I need to know I need to what output and then in what as well. You can show me after that.
Okay, I don't have the guidance cards with me. So maybe tomorrow, I will ask my colleague to help you.
Do like this, so it is one week or out or 1 week, so like that.
Okay. Yeah, after all the problems, a lot of theory. There's like thousands of slides.
It's better to just
Go to the product.
Yeah, do it. Are you guys exhibit at IDC?
Yeah, it will be.
IDC in Amsterdam?
The European side will be doing it. I'm waiting for Lexan to reply. Because he's having lunch with us. The camera. It's doable. It's doable. To the. But this is a Edwin question. I have to ask Edwin. Next thing is not.
Or maybe an email them for the
I think it's Edwin. Edwin is not responding. Sorry, Lester not responding for lunch. He wanted to go lunch with us. Yeah.
Lunch near restaurant, near food court.
10 minutes walk,
Oh,
5 minutes walk.
name what's shopping mall?
I'm not sure what Lexter wants to eat. So, many. I'm waiting for Lexter to choose. Lexter, my boss. Let me choose. Oh, Edwin reply.
Can you introduce some of your colleagues? Because I want to talk with them on the transportation and also the marketing.
Oh, yeah, Lexton will.
Yeah, maybe after.
Yeah, he will. He will do that.
Because if we take from here, it's not going to custom, then they need to pay more tax. They need to pay more tax.
So Myanmar
So
tax.
if you cannot hand carry. If you hand carry, then you need to pay 7% tax. You get what I mean? Yeah. Because the government, they, if you export things, they might charge some tax. So if you hand carry, then the back magic themselves, they have to pay tax. So lots of question mark.
Edwin should know all this. Edwin should know all this.
So that's why I would like maybe in the afternoon the logistic people who responsible.
Yeah. So over lunch with Lexton, you ask Lexton. Lexton will feed you with more information. Yeah. All the questions, all Lexton, he will know.
GST can claim serve as an airport. GST can claim an airport.
Normally can, but better ask first. Yeah.
But then you need to pay 7%.
No, but I can claim an airport.
Airport have GST
GST claims and
counter.
Yeah, but even you need to add more 7%. I don't know if you have I don't know that logistic. I don't know logistic, but if they send a whole lot or some product from here to Hong Kong, So it's 7%.
7%. Very big.
Or then you have to add to the customer. Of course, you can pay to at the customer. You can pay 7% GST, but it might not be a good way. Or if your customer agree to add 7% of that tax, then you can do that. Somehow, hand carry forward, they need to add 7% GST.
Thinking you should go downstairs to wait for him. But wait here better. Maybe he's in the meeting. Mm. Aston is not in his office. Shall we yeah. WhatsApp him?
training period after
Yeah.
period after training.
This is how our China OB band looks like.
So all black magic with it.
All black magic.
Can you send?
This is secret. I'm just showing you. Yeah.
Because we have new tech for the
Yeah. You have to get to know the products and find out how certain things can work. Yeah.
Provide the system diagram. How to set up and how to sell for their product.
Software.
And not for your product.
Never hear before, but okay.
No, he's trying to complain because Kilecom gave the diagram.
Oh.
System diagram that you keep secret.
Not done by me. Company. Company copyright. So I'm just
But I think you're easy to draw
Sure.
in 1 minute
Yeah.
after the training.
After training, yes. I hope so.
I expect so.
Yes. I try my best. Hey, my Ali. Now,
But I feel always I feel like
my, kasi mama.
like
Yeah.
some
Yeah. Like,
static.
yeah some statics.
yeah, yeah.
Not before. Yes, okay.
My computer.
Maybe. Maybe the wire.
Yeah, because I shower.
Maybe the aircon is too dry. Now, sometimes when it's dry, the
On the skin.
WG training here or not?
Sorry?
WG training is
yeah, but done by my colleague, not me.
it is training.
No, the T3 training. You're talking about T3?
WG.
Normal training or T3?
T training, yeah, training for trainers.
But no, T3 not here. It's many places. Sometimes here, sometimes there, sometimes in they call it Central Singapore. Are you going?
No, I saw on Facebook.
Yeah, correct. Like the producer.
Biggest shop, only Planet sales shop is where? Singapore.
No, to me, it's Alan Photo.
And then,
Alan Photo is Lavender.
never know, yeah. Our hotel.
REC. Alan Photo. REC Alan Photo.
REC.
I'll show you on the web. Not this one. This one. at this place called CT Hub 2.
We are still Lavender.
Oh, which hotel?
Freewood here. Freewood here.
Oh, it's next to the MRT. It's very near.
City Hub 2. City Hub 2.
No one can walk there to visit.
It's an open concept store. So they have all the lines, all the cameras. It's a very big store. So we have a whole Blackmagic over here. All the Blackmagic.
So they offer like training
Yes.
to the producer.
Okay, since we are waiting for like Stan, do you mind if we go through another slide? I know I'm hungry too, but we'll wait for, let's say it's in a meeting. Okay, let's cover the Terranex. Right, so we talk about Terranex being a standards converter. Inside the Terranex, there are a few sort of like picture enhancing, picture improvement, what we know as function. So it's this thing called a pixel motion interlacing. So if you have footage coming in I, like 1080i, 576i, it will automatically do the interlacing for you, and you will get a clean image. Also, what we know as a cadence remover. So let's say if a 3x2 pull down, all right, you normally have a lot of circles, right? But going to the Terranex, you will be able to see that it helps to remove the cadence and a noise reduction. So if your image is very noisy, it will help you to reduce the noise in your image. So it gives you a very clean image as well. And of course, frame synchronizer. So if you have a non-video signal coming in, we have done before like cameras from operation, like those surgeons. So they have actually a very weird frame rate, like 23 or 22. The frame sync will help them to sync up together with a video signal. As well as image killing. You can make the image bigger or smaller, not a problem. And aspect ratio conversions. So you can do 4:3 to 16:9, so forth. So I was talking about 1,089 different conversions. You can convert from 4K to 2K to 1080p, so on and so forth. So 10-bit color temp. So you, like as I said, most of our products will be able to deliver in 10-bit, and you'll be able to get a billion worth of colors, as well as program controls. So what does program controls do? Remember I was talking to you about YUV? So you'll be able to add a bit of red, a bit of blue. You can change the YUV settings in the Terranex as well. And what we know as time code. So you can have time code coming in. You can actually be able to do that as well. And if you have subtitles, like closed caption data, right, you will be able to get the data in and then go out as well, so they won't be affected. Like I said, you can generate new timecode, right, or you want to preserve your own timecode. So all these can be configured in the Ethernet connection as well. So first off, our Terranex version is called a 2D processor. So the 2D processor is a 10-bit 422 quality processor, deal with 3G. Right, it's a very simple Terranex, one of our earliest one. Power connection, extra power connection for backup. Right, audio, analog audio, digital audio, Genlock, HDMI, as well as the component composite SDI connection. So capture and playback for the video and audio, Thunderbolt, firmware updates, Ethernet connection, as well as the RS422. So for the 3D processor, right, the dual link and the single link, you can do 3G SDI. So very different from the 2D. You can even do up to 3D and 2K as well. So you can actually have two cameras, two signals coming in to form a 3D stereoscopic image. So we have power and redundancy power as well. We have Dolby, so you have surround sound, as well as firmware updates, internet, as well as you have the ability to do capture and playback onto your computer with a Thunderbolt. HDMI as well as Genlock, all these are the same. So A and B for the 3D as well. So you can see there's a similarities with the Ultra Studio, right? Different function. So we have our mostly used Terranex Express, supports up to 12G, does up to 1089 conversions, convert up to 2160p60. So you can see it's a very condensed version. Power, alright, USB, Ethernet, Genlock, as well as the SDI in and output as well. So you can support fiber as well. AV, alright, 12G optical, HDMI 2.0A, input and output. Alright, so the AV has the ability to have HDMI 2.0A, so you can do high dynamic range. So 12G, two selected 12G inputs. You can select either A or B, or you can do quad. So this has quad split. So quad split will have the ability to do this. I was telling you in the beginning, you choose quad split, you can split up to 4 different 3G output. So good for video walls, right? Balanced audio, as well as Genlock. So the AV has the ability to do reference loop. So you don't need another output. So this can loop to another of your device as it distributes out the Genlock. So remember there was only 6. So you put it one here, you get one extra. So there's this thing called a low latency mode. So when you choose low latency mode, remember I was telling you in the beginning, pixel motion deinterlacing, cadence removal, as well as the noise reduction. So all of them will be removed, but you will get 4 frames faster. So there will be a delay of less 4 frames. So you can choose low latency. So you can also do a screen grab. So it's good for, like, say, productions that have PowerPoint. So you want to capture the dot next to it. Okay, still frame, and then you can do capturing. Okay, good for studios, outside production, as well as post-production facilities. All right, let me now give you a hands-on on the Terranex.
But Terranex is fully product, it's fully of this Terranex is fully processor. Fully product.
It's all product.
Fully doing stock or now production.
No longer.
I didn't see on.
No longer being sold. Yeah, we forgot to remove it, but good to know. They're not selling it.
Terranex
3D and above.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the Terranex. So the input, the signal once it comes, it will tell you what the signal is. Right, so let's say the signal here. You can see the signal over here. Right, so once it comes in, you can see there is 4K, P, and the frame rate. So it's automatic. You don't have to do anything. If we want to convert it to output, so for example, I send my Terranex out to here. Right, currently it's at 10 ADI 50. Right, let's see what it shows. 10 ADI 50. Alright, you want something else? Let's say 25.
This is Terranex AV. Terranex AV.
The press change, so it goes to D25. So it's just how you are able to convert it. Right, same with the aspect ratio. In the menu, you can see that text effects, color bar, as well as to do motion. So first thing first is to set up an IP address. Alright, go into it, set up IP. After that, you can do all the things like this. So for example, in the home, I want to change the luminance of the tape, all is possible. Port and controls, so you can change the saturation, green, red, all this is possible. So let's say I want my image to be right now. You see, you change the image. So these are the port and controls. Right? As well as you can actually set up if you want your SDI output, you're signaling a bowling, port link, same thing, go here, choose flip or play. Right? What I'm going to do, we're going to use two frame. You can capture the two frame. Right? Tells you where to capture. So this will be stored inside. Okay? This will be grab that capture. questions, can you possible? And I tell you like what's your account from where? What is possible? If you want a shortcut, you also go to here, go, equation. Right, so down here, presets. So let's say you have any directions, and you want to save the preset. So just go on the right, then you can just save it. Go in. You really do another setting, from the right to right, press 1 and the setting up. Right, so that's it. You can play around with minutes.
This TV process is fully important.
Koira is the newest.
US, yes. Only cooling.
Almost every production that involves video signals from many places. So let's say I'm in Singapore, I'm receiving video feed from London. So it's good for me to do conversions or even like post-production. And I want to convert my image to whatever the podcaster wants. So 720p. Then let's convert here, send the output to the recorder, calling it 720p before I do it. This one there was A and B. So you can put two and you can choose one. Okay, I think we'll go for lunch ourselves. Next turn is not responding. Why else would be starving? Yeah, it's very safe. Very, very safe.